folks, Richard Reyes, the financial quarterback and investor coach, and welcome to another episode of Financial QB TV. Today's episode is very important, and it's titled, Maria Bartiromo, You Are an Idiot. But first, I want to apologize to Maria Bartiromo because I don't really know if she's an idiot or not. And of course, I do know that she is very, very pretty, but the video, the idea for this video came from her because I got an email from her, okay? And the email says that if I subscribe to her weekly email newsletter, she is going to introduce us to the real movers and shakers of the investing and political world. This is going to teach, she's also going to teach me how to uncover money-making opportunities from today's headlines. Notice she says today's headlines, which is obviously news that has already happened. She does not say tomorrow's headlines because she's not a fortune teller and she does not know what they're going to be. She's also going to give me investing tips from the best in the business. Well, you know, the likes of Bear Stearns, Citibank, Bernie Madoff, and of course Jimmy Cramer, all of whom she's interviewed in the past. She's also going to give me a unique perspective on the events that actually move markets, and of course, much, much more. And all this for free! Well, folks, I want to tell you something. Do you want to be a good investor? Do you want to make money with your investments? Do you want to be retired and actually stay retired? Well, let me tell you the secret. Turn off CNBC, Fox Money, and Bloomberg. That's the secret, okay? It's seriously dangerous when we mix investing with entertainment, okay? The classic example is this right here, when we pretend that Jimmy Cramer or Maria Bartiromo are some sort of financial planners, when indeed they're basically a bunch of circus clowns. It's pretty clear cut. What you, the investor, have to understand is that there's a difference between good financial information, even great financial information, and financial planning. There's a huge difference. Let's take a look at these two articles that I recently found in the Wall Street Journal. Okay? One is called Bond ETFs Draw a Surge of Funds. The other is called The New Bond Equation. Now, both of these articles were in the Wall Street Journal, both within a week apart, and they're both about bonds. You know, both contain obviously very well-researched information, but let's take a look at what they both say. The first one says that investors burned by the stock market meltdown are piling into bond funds in an effort to tone down risk and generate stable income. The other one says bond funds are facing a host of pressures that are raising long-term risk, and that treasury funds, which are considered the risk-free asset class, probably are the riskiest asset class right now. Okay? This right here is meant to prove that prove the point that for people trying to make very important financial decisions with their money, we painfully have conflicting information here. One makes it sound like bond funds is the way to go with your safe money. The other makes it sound like we're doing speculating and gambling. And this is, we turn around for this picture, this is the problem that we often have, is that on one side we have blogs, articles, and books which may contain very good, solid financial information. On the other side, we have your life savings and your money. And what happens is that when we try to marry both of them, okay, because of what we read, what we have is a total disaster. Okay? There's often a lot of best-selling authors, you know, and often a lot of great sources of information, but please, 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 don't confuse great information with real financial planning. Understand that there is general advice and there is specific advice. I'm not sure where one ends and the other one starts, but I do know that there is a difference. One issue is that real financial planning is personal. It's specific. A good plan will be specific to your specific, again, specific, I'm saying specific a lot, but it's specific to your situation and what is right for you in that situation. It may be a total disaster to your neighbor or to someone else, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, well, Susie Orman says to do that. You know what? Susie Orman is probably brilliant, maybe even a genius. She does provide great information. Some of it she provides great general advice. But she is not your financial planner. Sometimes these sorts of information can help you make better planning decisions, but without going through the process of planning. It often can be a very painful experience figuring out how it applies specifically to you. So read whatever you want, but then find an investor coach like me, just like me, and find out how it applies to you. See you next time.